But please just don't follow people around. Not the best thing to do. It was a little intense. So yeah, read the DMs. I did unfollow them afterwards. I don't know, sometimes people have no social skills. Like, that's the thing, is that like, it's always tough with these kind of things because, you know, people are human, and maybe they're just because they're encroaching on my personal space. I still have a really hard time being mean to people, or not mean, just, you know, telling someone to fuck off when I know that after a certain point it's fair game, and I know that's fair, but I still have a really hard time doing it just because I know that sometimes the intentions aren't bad. And so, but I think maybe I should have just been like, hey, leave me alone. But it was very intense, not gonna lie, very weird. How to kill the vibe 101. And I know some people will be like, well, you know, if it was a guy, you would have said fuck off. And I'm like, no, I'm just as awkward. How did you unfollow and not read the DMs? Well, no, I just seen that they had like replied to like every single story I've ever done. And I was like, okay, hey Connor, your stalker here. Hope you have a great day. Thank you for the 29 months. But that rarely happens. Most people, you know, they get the hint when you're like, hey man, have a good day. See you later. I'm going. People normally take that hint. Do they not have security for these sort of situations? I don't really think, I mean, I didn't feel like I was in any physical danger. I mean, you know, they normally just have bouncers are normally just at parties. We do not recognize this person as 93%. No. I mean, most people are really chill. It is rare that in my experience, like normally I think, because a lot of women do deal with having people be gross to them online or stalkers or whatnot, they're normally a lot. I rarely have problems with women who are over-encumbering themselves on situations. I'm a magnet for weird-ass stories. Yeah, maybe. I think it's because I'm not very confrontational initially. It takes a lot for me to have to confront someone because I'm just normally like, I'll deal with it. Nah, a guy would have definitely gone off treatment, but it's safer. Well, if a guy was following me, I think I probably would be quicker about it because I'd be like, dude, what is going on? But then the main reason why I didn't know for so long is I just assumed it was her friend. Because, you know, if I'm talking at these parties, it's so often that people have friends with them that you don't know. You know, it's pretty normal. Like maybe you're friends with a streamer and they'll bring 3 friends and I don't know them. I'm not going to be like, hey, I don't know you, f off, you know? So it's like, you normally just kind of, you're like, yeah, what's up, man? Nice to meet you all, you know, and you chat with everyone. And then only randomly, occasionally, will they'll be like, I have no idea who that person is. And you're like, what the f? That does happen quite a lot, actually. People just introduce themselves in parties. Because I like, you know, I want to socialize with everyone. If it's a friend of mine and they have friends, it's like, oh, okay, then they must be cool. But she took your phone. No, it wasn't that she took my phone. It's that, like, we were passing it around because I think I was trying to, someone else, I think I was like, oh, yeah, follow me, put your thing in. And I think they just felt like they were, like, next in line. And I was like, what? Well, okay, yeah. Could have been true love. It was also, what was the other thing that was kind of odd? So some people have business cards, which is somewhat normal, but they had like a flyer. And I remember they gave me a flyer. And I was like, that's weird. I was like, I've never had someone give me a flyer before. Of like themselves. I've 100% sent Connor a drunken message. Look, I don't give a f about weird messages on like Instagram or whatever. Like, dude, my profile's like a public profile. People send me weird stuff all the time. I do not bat an eye at that situation. It's not a big deal. I don't really care. It's like, whatever. On my way to DM Connor. I'm never going to read it. I don't read any of them.